Greetings, everyone. I am sharing this very special video with you today in which I would like to talk about calling in one's higher self and what that really means, okay? I would like to welcome you once again to another one of my up close and personal videos, and I would like to share with you all calling in our higher self and what that really means for us. So, calling in one's higher self, what does that really constitute? Is it just simply meditating, or is it simply sitting in quiet and reflection and thinking? It could be all of those things or none of those things for you. But for me, I would like to share basically this channeled message that I have been led to share from my higher self with you all in regards to my personal spiritual journey. And if you just give me a moment, I'm going to take a few deep breaths. Calling in my higher self to speak. After many, many lifetimes of deep amnesia, this aspect of myself, which is in this physical avatar, physical body that you are seeing, was in a depressed state and a forgotten state. Forgotten that we or she or I am on a mission of light and love and to restore balance, love, and peace to the planet. We all only send a small percentage of our souls to live in these physical bodies, in this 3D world. We are not 100% in these bodies. We are always in the all. We are always a part of God or the creator of the love consciousness. When we send ourselves out as divine or individual sparks of source, we are in multiple places at once. We are quantum existence beings. We exist in many different worlds, different dimensions, different times, if you would like to use the word time. However, time is simply vibration, to put it simple. So, being born as a light worker and have forgotten for many lifetimes the mission of love and light, as a starseed, this aspect of myself in the 3D was struggling since very early on. Since a child, struggling with not feeling as if belonging on this planet, not comfortable in its denseness and the heaviness of this place, and having forgotten who I really am over the course of several lifetimes of not knowing that I was an eternal being, a powerful being, a multidimensional being. I suffered from depression, which is based on the genetics of this physical body and the deep amnesia that has occurred, and walking in the density of the 3D, having once been accustomed to a higher vibrating frequency or existence. In order for this vessel or this aspect of myself in the 3D to remain here and to live out my purpose, I had to intervene, and interrupt. I had to step into this vessel with greater power to allow more strength and more light. If I had not, this vessel may have ended her lifetime. This would not have been the first time this aspect of myself has considered no longer being on this planet. So higher dosages of love and high frequency power and ashe and strength, whatever you'd like to call it, had to be called in very high doses in order for me to remain here and for me to open my mind up to the multidimensionality of existence. My higher aspect has opened up my mind to understand who I really am, who we all are. We all are connected, and we all have a purpose. Many people currently on this planet are suffering because of the heavy density of this vibration and the suffering and the anger and the violence and the negativity that is slowly but surely being lifted from this place. And it is being lifted because of the collective forces of light that are now here. Many of you have had your higher self step in either voluntarily, or you've called upon your higher self to assist you in your purpose in being here, and simply in vitalizing your life force, your energetic field. Some of you are here simply not having to do anything but exist on this planet, as your body is a carrier of light and anchors a light grid onto this planet. I chose this particular lifetime and this particular body for several reasons. I have many lessons to have been learned in reference to remembering who I am, remembering my worth, remembering my purpose and my power. I specifically have chosen to be a female who is in a minority group, who has hereditary bloodline and trauma and healing that needs to be applied, to living as a nonconformist, as a lesbian, to many different challenges early on in which I had to learn what it was like to be abandoned, what it was like to be neglected, what it was like to be the underdog, what it was like to have my voice silenced. My voice has been silenced in many different lifetimes in which I was simply expected to exist, to be seen, and to be subdued. I am now currently in the process of speeding up my karma through many different existences and different timelines and dimensions surrounding the speeding up of karma, of healing karma, of resolving karma in an accelerated manner. This is why I had to open up my mind to understanding esoteric and metaphysical aspects of existing as a multidimensional and eternal being, and how I can access that and use that for my soul's higher evolution. Anyone can do this. You do not have to remain a slave to your ego, to what you feel your circumstances in this life are, because everything as is and has been pre-chosen for you before you got here. It seems easier when you are on the other side and you're objectively looking. Once you are here, emotion as a human begins to sometimes distract and remove us from understanding who we are and what we are. Emotions as you see it don't exist on all planes of existence. The heaviness of the emotions that you feel are necessary because you are here to experience every single type of humanity. I have been in this type of vessel. I have been in a female body. I have been in a male body. I have been different races. I have been different caste systems. I have been poor, rich. I have experienced the plethora of human existences. You become what you hate. If you hate black people, you will become one in your next life. If you hate gay people, you will become one in your next life. If you hate women, you will become one in your next life. These are simply laws of the universe. In order for your soul to evolve, you must exist in all types of existences for several reasons. One, to gain empathy on what the existence of a human is. If you've never lived as a woman and suffered as a woman, you will never know and never have empathy and love. The goal is love for everything. Some of you are born in bodies in which you don't agree on, and this is because you have spent many, many incarnations as a male or a female. Perhaps you have treated the opposite sex a certain way, or you need certain lessons to be learned, and in order to do so, you must exist in that body. Remember, the energy has nothing to do with this body. Masculine energy, feminine energy, there's nothing to do with this body. Some of you are changing your bodies. And in changing your bodies, you are changing your existence and the blueprint of the lifetime you've selected, including soul contracts you've made with others who are expecting you to be in a certain body when you get here. You will probably be reincarnating again into the same circumstance until you understand the true and high nature of energy and 3D existence in the human body. If you need more clarity on energy and on the many ways that you exist, call in your higher self. This aspect of myself was so near not continuing, and so in the dirt, in the mud, in the density of sadness and depression and hopelessness. I would not like to use the word swapping to describe the higher aspect of myself entering this body. Some people use the word soul swapping, some people use the word mounting. That is an incorrect explanation. However, this is something that is not rare, and some people require their higher selves or other aspects of their selves from other realms to step in and to save the part of the self that is struggling and that is giving up. I encourage you not to give up. Whatever your life is now, remember that everything is temporary, including this life, including this planet. The only thing that is not temporary is you. Well, transmission has ended, and I will probably get some strange reactions to this video, but for those of you who know me, I don't care, because I am living my truth. And I simply just wanted to share with you this because I will be making more videos that are talking about your higher self, how you can access it, and just going into more details as to how calling in your higher self can actually really progress your spiritual journey. And I do want to wish everyone a blessed day. And we have had to accumulate to all of these powerful cosmic energies that have been happening because of the eclipse and the new moon. And I tell you, I'm loving it. Remember that thoughts create things, and your reality is your perspective. Have a wonderful day.